Good evening, candidates. The first question, which is a popular one that came in from readers, and is about political transparency. Are you a member or have you any affiliations with Voices for Freedom or other conspiracy groups or any political group or party?
Can I refute the premise of your question? Been trying to decide all day. I saw your questions yesterday, whether to go a quick, short, as Mr. Smith did, just a quick, short answer, no. But really struggle with it today. So yeah, I do feel very much so that that the groups, like your conspiracy groups that you're asking these questions about, are a creation of yourself and the media, the government that pays you to do that research. So, no, I have no affiliations. Do I believe they have a place in our community? Yes. Do I believe that you're a representation in what you're doing to them and our fellow candidates as well? Your beautiful little hit pieces this week and what you've done to our fellow candidates for what they do stand up for. Not good enough. So, thanks.
We've got a lot of candidates here, so we'll stick to the program. Feel free to go. Pat, if you want to continue.
So the answer to the same question is no, I don't have any affiliation for that. But what I am is I'm all for transparency in local government. There are processes in terms of the things that we need to consult with the community with, and there are processes that where you're actually invited to actually make submissions, and we will actually hear what you've got to say if you wish to address council. And when those things actually occur, I'm actually all for sitting there and listening to the voices of the people. What is actually nice for one person might not be nice to have from another person. So as a councillor, you actually have to stand up and make really good decisions based upon some objectivity and taking the emotion out of it and do the right thing for all of the people of Palmerston North. Thank you.
I am honestly too busy to listen to some of the noise, so I have a very busy life. No, I'm not affiliated. I've travelled in countries where there has been oppression, so I'm very pro-democracy. I think everybody should have a voice. I'm always open to listening to other people's views, points, communities, ethnic groups. I think everybody should have a voice, whether you're young, old, or whatever, but I don't affiliate with anything. I have my own agenda. I have worked really hard on my aspirations, and yes, I'm a mum of 3 boys. I just don't have time to read into all that stuff. Thank you very much.
Could you repeat the question?
Are you a member or have you any affiliations with Voices for Freedom, other conspiracy groups, or any political group or party?
Well, judging by your article about me and stuff, I am actually glad you asked a question, you know, rather than just a propaganda piece. I support anyone that stands for democracy, and no, I don't have any affiliation to Voices for Freedom. Cheers.
One vote, one people, one person, one vote. And the freedom of speech is important in our community. But I'm not part of a political party or affiliation, but I'm a leader and member of some organization in our local city.
I have no affiliation to any political party. I believe in transparency and accountability, and I am working for you. I'll be your voice on council.
My answer is no, but as a councillor, I'm part of the Palmerston North City Council team. working for everybody in this city?
Thank you for the question. I have had long-held membership of the National Party, and that's been no secret. I think that's fairly well known. And I also have association with New Life Church in Palmerston North, so I have a Christian faith. I'm happy to make that known if people weren't aware of that already. I think Pat covered his response. I would concur with what he said, is that as a councillor you need to bring some independence. Some of the values I really value are having an open mind, being well considered, and approaching a future focus in decision making, and hearing the views of all people. And so that would be where I stand, and I hope my track record proves my approach. Thank you.
I am not now, nor have I ever been, nor will I ever be a member of any political party or special interest group. I don't believe in that. I think partisan politics is something that's diabolically wrong with Western democracy. Beholden to a party is wrong. I'm beholden to the people. That's where the power is, in the people. Do I believe your question was correct? No. I believe in unification, not division. Dividing us up into smaller and smaller groups is not the way that we should live in a country. And I think the people have just spoken, sir. Your question is not a good question. We should not be demonising people. Debate the idea, don't demonise the person, please.
You're just asking for transparency.
Well, I definitely believe in transparency and accountability, and I also believe in freedom of speech. Now, one thing I've found with a lot of these different groups out there is they're just there to oppose, and a lot of the stuff they say is just outright, I'm sorry to say it, it's garbage. I mean, I listened to a protest the other day, and I was a couple of months back, and I'm quite happy to hear what people have to say. Like I said, I talk about individuals, so I'll listen to individuals. And this guy went on to me about a lot of stuff, and then he tried to tell me that all the killing in Ukraine and everything Putin was justified. And I looked at him and I was sort of horrified. Okay, that's your freedom of speech, mate. Okay, fair enough. A lot of these groups that were mentioned in that question, freedom, voices of freedom or whatever, okay, I feel they're there to cause some form of anarchy or bring down the current situation, the current regime or whatever. Yeah. They're crazy, I think. I'm not interested. I'd rather get what we've got fixed and going.
Thank you. We'll pass on to the next. Thank you.
No, I'm not. I'm here, obviously, as part of the community. I'm here for my community, my future, my children's future, and everyone else's future, to be a voice for them. Everyone has something to say, but that's about it. I go to church, but that obviously has nothing to do with this. I'm just a concerned member of the city as well, and obviously I'm standing here for a purpose, for our youth and businesses and betterment of our city. That's about it. Thank you.
Why are we scared of this question? Where's all this energy coming from? Every single person in the world, including Palmerston North, has the right to express their opinion. My advice is never the content, it's always the delivery. If you can deliver your message with respect and courtesy in a space that's open and neutral, we can get along, we can kai kōrero. The question needs to be, why is all this division? Am I associated to the Voices of Freedom as an organisation? No. Do I know some of the members? Yes, love them dearly, good human beings. But the best thing and the worst thing about human beings is as soon as we have opposition in a state of fear and uncertainty, we're very, very easy to control. This is happening so that people can control us. For transparency, anyone that's been on the council and is asking for re-election is telling you what they're going to do next time and they haven't done it. That's not integrity or transparency. Ask any question you like, brother, I'll answer it. But I'll ask the question why we're scared and where the energy's coming from. It's not a very nice question. You could have worded that nicely.
I think the question was asked because people had asked you to ask it, so that's why we're asking the question.
It did come through from readers both online and into our newsroom.
So that's the answer. To answer the question, no, I'm not a part of that group, but I am a part of the National Party, just to answer that question. And I believe in transparency and I believe in freedom of speech. So I think people should be allowed to speak their truth. Thank you.
Hi there. Yes, it's no secret I'm a member of the National Party, but I want to make one thing really clear. If the National Party stood candidates for council, which they don't, if they did, I would not put myself forward as one, because I believe council is a place for non-partisan decision making. I want to be able to vote an idea if it's a good idea, whether it's red, blue, pink, green or otherwise. So I am a member of a party, but I am not beholden to that party and would not be beholden to that party in decision making on council. As Voices of Freedom, no, I'm not a member or affiliated.
Kia ora. Just to answer the question, firstly, no, I'm not affiliated with Voices for Freedom or the groups that were outlined, and I'm not affiliated with any party. I come to the table as an independent, and I am an independent thinker. But secondly, in terms of my values, I do want to say that I think I highly value respect and I highly value inclusiveness. So no matter what your race, no matter what your view, no matter what your affiliation, I will listen to you. And I think that's what we all need to do at the council table, to embrace everyone in our community, show some respect and have inclusiveness to all views and all, all affiliations.
Kia ora, thank you for the question. I'm not affiliated with Voices for Freedom. As I've already explained, I'm a Labour Party candidate. I'm a member of the Labour Party and I'm endorsed by them to stand for council. What does that mean? It means that when you vote for me, you know that you're voting for a progressive candidate. You know where my values lie. Does it mean I won't work with other people on council? No, it doesn't. In fact, one of my best collaborations in the last 6 years has been working with Councillor Beattie, who is chair of the National Party locally. So I don't think having a political affiliation is a problem. I actually think it's a contribution to transparency, and particularly at the moment, I'm proud to be open about where my values lie. I know that not everybody will want to vote for me because I'm open about that, but that's okay. I wouldn't want to disappoint anyone.
Kia ora, thank you for the question and for explaining where it came from, Matthew. I'm not a member of Voices for Freedom, and I'm not affiliated to any of the list of organisations that you talked about, and I'm not a member of a political party and have never been. What I am committed to is transparency and connecting with the community so that you understand what's going on at council. I think my record on this speaks for itself. I've spent the last 3 terms on council actively seeking ways to engage, sharing what's going on at council, going live with my report on what's happening on agendas, being available in our community to talk to people and, more importantly, to listen to what you think and what you feel about the decisions we're making. So none of those things, yes to transparency. Thank you.
Right, affiliations. I've got a few. I'm not affiliated to the other crowd, but I have been involved with New Zealand First, and no secret about that. I am a part of Grey Power, Manawatū in New Zealand. I'm involved with Abbeyfield, if that's an affiliation. I'm involved with an organisation called Families with Addicts. It's a worldwide organisation. Am I involved with any strange groups? I don't think so, unless you call Grey Power strange, but no, I don't think so.
Thank you. I don't have any problem with this question because I am what I am. I'm not a member of the Voices for Freedom, but I am a Labour Party member, a Labour Party councillor, and again endorsed by the Labour Party for this election. I'm a member of the Labour Party since I have arrived in this country about 22 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I'm not affiliated to any of the groups that you've mentioned, but I think what I need to disclose, I think it's well known that I'm a member of the National Party, and I worked in Parliament under the John Key and Bill English administration, and it's not a secret. You can find it on my LinkedIn. But I'm for transparency and also allowing people to have a free, fair and intelligent debate. And so that's what I'm for. And as your councillor, since I got elected last year, I've sought to serve the community at large, no matter what your background is, whether you're black, brown, whatever religious creed or whatever social status. My goal has always been to serve my community, and that's what I will continue to do. Thank you.
Kia ora. Thank you, Matthew, for the question. I know you're just a messenger. Two priorities I mentioned earlier today, inclusiveness and transparency, which is really important for our community and to council. No, I'm not affiliated with VFF or a member of any political party.
Thank you for the question. No, I have no affiliations, but I am very proud to stand as a Green candidate. There are 4 core values that the Green Party espouse, which are ecological wisdom, social justice, living te tiriti, and non-violence. I espouse those completely in my own life, and that is the lens that I would bring to council, and that's what you would get with me. I also believe representation means being positive, approachable, and having open ears and an open mind, and that's also what you'd get with me. Thank you.
Thanks for the question. So, yeah, I'm a member of the Green Party. I think most people know that. It's been part of my political life here in New Zealand, and well before I came onto council. So I moved to New Zealand in 2000 from Washington State, took a job as a scientist here, went along to a political forum, I think it was in Te Manawa rather than here, and was amazed because you could walk in the door and like the MP was there and you could actually chat to the MP. It was like politics was suddenly accessible and interesting and engaging with the community. It was about that time I started to look at political parties, and I thought, I'll find the one that kind of works best for me and go with that. So that was the Green Party. And for me, being a Green candidate is about leading with those values which Kaydee Zabelin just described. That's kind of the lens that we bring into understanding what's going to be best for people, what's going to be best for the planet, and those are the sorts of decisions that I will prioritize.